Bună ziua, bine ați venit. Well, welcome back to Living in Romania. And this time in Romania. And we're in the beautiful city of Mediaș again. Now, some of you are going to think, David, you can't do another video about Mediaș. It's only a little town. Well, I thought that too, but this is different. I'm going to show you 3 or 4 things that you may not have seen before. The first is we're here because, again, I'm with my wife who's on a course. This is her room. Very pleasant. And she's got a fridge, nice bathroom, everything you need. But it's not a hotel. It's what we call a micro hotel, and all will become clear very soon. So what we're going to do is go and have a walk outside where we're staying, or where she's staying, rather. I'm on a visit to see her. And I'll take you on a walk through the forest up to the top of the hill. There's a rather lovely area. And then hopefully later in the day I can take you back into town and show you some of the other streets which we saw, which we didn't see in the previous videos on Mediaș, because 1 or 2 of those Saxon houses, the fortified houses with gates, the gates are open and we can see how huge they are inside the courtyards. So I'll catch you later and look forward to showing you what we see. So here's my wife's room. Very nice, very airy. And they've got a kitchenette at the end. Which is terrific. If you want to prepare some food, you can. And I suspect this was used for travelling. Well, I'll tell you where we are in a second. All will become apparent. It's got 2 floors, very clean, spotless. Reception. And where are we? Well, we are at the football stadium, Gaz Metan, Mediaș. Seats 7,500. Running track around the outside, and there's the micro hotel where the course is taking place. And the course is taking place because my wife works for a gas company, and the gas company owns the stadium. Now, sadly, Gaz Metan Mediaș no longer exists as a football team. They did have some good days. They almost got to the UEFA Cup, or they got to the qualifiers in 2010. But sadly, they didn't have the money. They weren't funded enough, and they went bankrupt, falliment, in 2022, when they'd descended to the realms of League 3A, I think, in the Romanian Football League. And they went out of business, so there is no more football team here. Their big rivals would have been Sibiu or Hermannstadt, as it became. But no more football here, just training courses for gas companies. So there we are. A sad decline. Acest Tribuna VIP stalls, boxes up at the top there. But we're going on a secret path down the side of the stadium, and if I can remember the way, up a hill, and we'll see what we find up the hill. So why Mediaș? Well, because I love it. It's such a pretty little town, citadel town, a fortified town, as I said in a previous video, built by the Saxons. And you see the German influence in many of the street names, which are in Romanian, of course, because we're in Romania, but also translated into German. Many of the villages around here will have a German name. Good old days when you could get in to watch some football. So they have German names. The construction of the houses is Saxon. Very often you'll hear people speaking German. A greeting may be Bună ziua, but it may be Servus, which we would expect in southern Germany or Saxony. So Servus. I had a drink this morning at a cafe, and there was a Stammtisch. Now, a Stammtisch in German is the locals table. Nobody else can sit there unless you're considered a local. So it comes from the root Stamm, which means stem of a tree or trunk of a tree, and the German Stammen aus. For example, I come from London, so I might say Ich stamme aus London. My roots are in London. I come from London. And the Stammtisch was the table originally set up with benches around a tree, because of course in the past bars would tend to be outside and would be located around a tree, reminiscent of the growth of the banking industry. We call banks banks because of the Italian banca, meaning bench, because the Medici family in Florence, and Florence is where the banking industry originated, worldwide industry originated, they would hold court on benches under trees. So the reason we call banks banks is because people used to do their business on a bench. Right, now we've got a bit of a climb here, and I don't want to, there's not much to say, except there are some rather beautiful houses. Seems to me that Mediaș is quite a wealthy town. So I'm going to stop filming and I'll pick it up when I've climbed up to the top. So we've come up that incline and we're now in the, what we might call the drum pe pădure, the route through the forest. Trees all around us. The slopes get steeper the further we go along. I was up here last night and it is lit, which is great, and they got benches for those like me who are unfit and need a little rest from time to time. So saw a lot of people yesterday and today jogging up here, cycling. We've got a couple of cyclists there, and it's very peaceful and very well maintained. The quality of the paving here is wonderful, so they do look after these routes. But we're heading up to the top of the hill, and the reason I'm filming so early, this is only I think our second day in Mediaș, my wife's first day on the course, is because it's due to pour for the rest of the week. We're due to have, it's what we call in Romanian cod galben, and worse, yesterday we had an alarm on our mobile phones, cod portocale, so yellow warning and orange warning of severe storms and flooding. So I thought I'd take advantage of the little bit of sun we have today and show you this route, and if I can later on a route, very scenic historic route, which I haven't taken with you, into Mediaș, past some beautifully coloured houses and through the old citadel. So we'll see if we can do that this afternoon, and if I'm allowed to film at the restaurant we're going to now, I'll do so. It's like we'd say in French, an auberge, a Hanul Greweln. So this is the route we're heading up on, and I'll pick it up when we come off the forest track. So here we are at the end of the forest path, and look what we have. Firstly, a description of the trees we've just walked past, and some of the flowers. And then a fitness area and children's play area. Last night this was absolutely packed with happy children. It's a bit more relaxed now. It did rain very heavily in the night, as you can probably see, so everything's a bit damp at the moment, but what a wonderful area for parents living around here to bring their kids to. And I'm reliably informed by my friend Laura, who has family living in Mediaș, that this area is used for mici. You can bring a barbecue and make mici. It's fantastic. Oh, we've got the sun back, which is great. And we'll go in to the restaurant and see what they have to offer. It's huge. There was a live band on last night, very good band. Good singer, female singer, and a guitarist who could play just about anything, from Deep Purple to Dire Straits. He was doing it all. This was full. Someone's birthday party last night. It's got a big car park at the back. And a hotel, which apparently is very pleasant. Casa Ardealana, because we are in Ardeal. This is the area where we're staying. No. So we're going to set up down here. I'll put the camera on me so I don't annoy anyone. Okay, so I've got permission to film here. Only filming myself, I'm not filming other guests because that's inappropriate. And the guy was happy that I'm promoting Mediaș, which I'm very happy to do because it's beautiful. It's very warm in here. And I'll tell you a little bit about the food that we had last night. I'm a big pasta fan, so I had penne arrabbiata for 26 lei and half a carafe, half a litre of red wine. That cost 14 lei, 15 lei. So in total, 40 lei. I may have had a beer before as well for 8 lei. And so 40, 48, that's nowhere near £10. That's about £8 for a really filling and fantastic meal. It was terrific. My wife had ciorba, I can't say this, ardealaneș, ardeal ciorba with pork afumat and various vegetables, and she loved that. And my friend sitting next to me had, I think he had escalope. Yes, he did. Schnitzel, I think you say. Schnitzel de porc cu cartofi prăjiți cu brânză. And he said that was good. Well, he ate it all anyway, so. And he again said that the price of wine here is incredibly good value. He had rosé wine and also paid 14 lei. Right. So, outdoor area, indoor area, live music, outside bar, inside restaurant. This is a big operation. And what more could you want? You can drive here. You don't have to walk through the forest. You can drive here. And I can thoroughly recommend it. And I should tell you what it's called. Hanul Greweln, Greweln, Hanul Greweln. So, thoroughly recommended. Right, I'll catch you later.